everybody. I'm Pastor Kathy Jones, and you're watching the Kathy A.E. Jones Show. I am excited because I have my daughter here, one of my many daughters, but I tell you, this is my girl right here. This is Vaddie Weekly. Vaddie is the owner of
Hair Lay Soleil
Hair Lay Soleil.
LLC. Yes.
Yes, Soleil. So we have to let it know. It sounds like it's
From
French.
your
you all.
head down to your soleil.
Yes, down to your soleil.
Into your soleil.
Unto your soul. Okay, like your soul.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, all right, I didn't know that. Okay, you all, well, we're getting ready to get down to business now. Vaddie is a single mother, and I'm excited to say that she has raised how many children?
6 children.
6 children. You can do it.
3 boys and 3 girls.
Right, and we want to encourage you all that Vaddie was raised in the hood, and she still live in the hood, and she doing good.
Yeah,
and she doing good.
That's
Come on, clap it up, clap it
up.
up.
Some good that come out
it's
the hood.
good that comes out the hood. And not only that, as a single parent, Vaddie has also done well because of the fact that she's raised boys in the hood. And that is really a feat. Many people have heard of the Inglewood community, and Vaddie lives in the Inglewood community.
Chicago,
in Chicago, yes. And so we're excited to talk a little bit about how you can be a successful single parent, and how that God has blessed her to be able to maintain her family in the hood, doing good. We'll be right back in just a minute. Stay with us. You don't want to miss it. This is my girl Vaddie, y'all. This is my girl Vaddie.
Hi, I'm Vaddie Weekly. I'm the owner of Hair Lay Soleil, a phenomenal recourse to natural hair care.
Wow. Olay. Look, spell
hair, H-A-I-R.
H-A-I-R. Hair Lay.
L-E. Apostrophe. Soleil. Soule.
Oh, I sound like I'm in France here now. Anyway, my girl is a phenomenal hair stylist, and she specializes in braiding hair. But today our program is going to be on how she, as a single mother, has made it to be a successful entrepreneur in her own right. And I want to thank her proxy for me, or what shall I call it? Her client. Thank you. I want to thank her client for being willing to be available for this taping, and we just appreciate her so very much. Now, Vaddie, we're gonna start off talking about how was it being a single mother. How was it? Can you tell me? I have a phrase in my book. Whose child is this? The DNA of parenting children that you, the world, and even God would want. And that phrase is that however it happened, motherhood comes, and it's a miracle. Well, what started you on your journey to being a mother? How old were you? Tell me a little bit about it.
I started my journey as a young mom. I was a teen mom.
A teen mom, okay. So you had a long journey to go then.
Yeah, I actually, in my own words, I'll say that I was pretty much forced into parenthood because I was so young becoming a parent,
You know what? I just want to say, with today's people, nowadays there's a big thing about abortion and everything. I know we didn't talk about this preview, but I thank God because people are saying that life is not important. But you chose life, even though you were a single mother and you had adverse circumstances. What made you choose life?
Because it was something about that child. I didn't see it one way. It was like both of us had a part of it.
Right.
And I say, I'm in there somewhere, and I just believed that I was the good.
Right.
So I wanted to see that, and I went along with raising my child. And
that is awesome. You ought to be applauded. There's so many women nowadays that are trying to make that decision, even in the midst of negative circumstances. But I thank God that you are a mother that made the decision to stick with your children. And so I want to ask you, in your raising your children since you started young, can you tell me what were some of the support systems that you needed and that were given to you during that time, raising your children by yourself as a single parent?
As a single parent, I had a strong family support base. I came from a lot of relatives. So I had my grandmom that gave me wisdom, my mom that showed me how to be a young lady who was in my life. And it was sometimes we had I had aunts and cousins, and it just
So
was
they
a
would do
big
some of the
family.
babysitting for
I
you,
actually
or
raised my children with a nanny, and unfortunately this year I lost my nanny.
oh wow,
This is
wow,
my nanny, Donna Knox.
wow,
And she
wow,
took care of my children. She allowed me to be a young lady in the midst of having children. So she'll
wow.
babysit the kids and she cleaned up and she had the house in order. My children was like literally raised by a nanny where she's supposed to get paid for that. You
Right,
know?
right.
God paid her.
Praise God. God paid her, and then you got the benefits of it because
I was
your
able to work.
children turned out very well. So we thank God for that. Now,
Thank
as
you.
a single mother, tell me about the fathers. Were the fathers involved in helping to raise your children? How did that go?
Yeah, I co-parent. It's either my kid's father. It was a time where their father was in their life because we are married, but we had our separation, and that caused us to have two different households. But our children always had access. You know, we never separated the fact that by us not being in the same house, you know, the children didn't have their both of their
So you
parents.
determined that you were going to try to make sure that your children had both parents in their lives. You weren't going to be
Absolutely.
one of the mama drama people.
No, I didn't want no drama. Don't get me wrong. We had hard times, but thank God we were able to get through it because the children were the most important part of the whole issue, the whole case. It was about raising happy kids and giving them a chance. So yeah,
Absolutely,
they're all
absolutely.
grown now too, almost.
They're almost grown now. Yeah, yeah, because you just sent the baby to camp, and she's what, 12 now,
Yeah,
6?
our last two children are the age 17 and 12.
Right. Well, I wanted you to see Vaddie at work, but we're going to take a break, and when we come back, we're going to get more involved in the discussion. All right. Talk to you in a few. Don't go nowhere. We'll be right back. We're back, and I'm with my girl Vaddie, y'all. My girl Vaddie. Listen, we were talking about choosing life and the importance of choosing life, and how Vaddie chose life as a young single parent. She didn't have to, but she knew that there was some good in her also, not just the good in the bad in the person that did what they
What
did,
happened, yes.
right? But she supported the good that was in her. She knew that the God in her could overcome the badness that happened to her, and therefore she chose life.
I stood on God's word, Mama Kathy. God said that children are blessings. And
Yes.
as rough as my life was, even though it was it wasn't, you know,
A bad
nothing to
situation,
be
yeah.
proud of being a single parent. You know, it wasn't like I was in love and all of that. But I still trusted God's sure word that
Yes.
children are blessings. So I felt like I think it was a blessing.
And as we said earlier, that you had 3 boys and 3 girls, and you
6
raised
children, yes.
you raised these kids in Inglewood, and that is saying something right there. Inglewood is notoriously known around the world as one of the worst communities. So you to be able to survive in that community and come out like you did, and to prosper, and now to have your own business. The name of it is what again?
Hairlay Soleil, LLC.
Soleil.
Yes,
Hele, Soleil. I just love it. I just love it. All right, so we're going to talk about in raising, because we want you all to have help. Though there are single parents out there, or you have a child in your home that is a single parent. It's not just for single parents, but you might have a child living in your home that's a single parent. We want to be a support to you, and we want to be a support to that single parent. We want to be also a support to pastors and people that are in leadership in schools, like my book talks about. Whose child is this? It'll be at the bottom of the screen. But I wanted to let you all know that the book is available. We want you to know that there are we can be a support to our
Each
single
other,
parenting.
yes.
We should single parents. We should be a support. And you had a lot of people supporting you.
I
You had
did.
family support. You always said community.
Yes.
Tell me about that.
Oh, you know what? Raising a kid, I came from a community raising a kid, had a big family, I had a lot of relatives, but I also took advantage of after school programs and extracurricular activities and your
Yes.
church or your neighborhood library. My pastor came into my life when I was 19 years old, and he has not left my side.
Yes,
So
yes.
we've been through a lot.
And just so you all know, her pastor was Bishop Spencer Jones. That's the love of my life. But anyway, we just thank God for him and on the side topic. But I want you to know that as a parent, as a single parent, you can make it.
Yeah.
No matter what your circumstances are, you can make it. There's support out there for you. There's help out
Just
there
the
for you.
process. It is a process. It doesn't happen overnight.
Yes, yes, yes.
I looked around and looked back and seen that I made it through.
Yes,
It was
yes.
crazy when you were in it, but
Yes.
it was the right thing to do.
Yes. What are some of the most difficult things you had to face as a single parent? What were some of the hardest things that you had to face?
Well, statistics says it's very expensive to raise children.
Absolutely.
So if you're single and you don't have those two income household, it can be a challenge, and you can just imagine tuition for school, paying for extra activity, um, curriculum. It's just a lot.
Yes. If they
It's
want to
just
be on any teams
if
at the school,
whatever it
they have
is,
all the
it's not
uniforms.
free
And,
so much no more.
Right, right,
Sometimes you
right.
have to pay, and now I consider that as an investment. So it was hard for me because my partner, we end up separating.
mm-hmm.
So he had to pay the bills for the household that he was living in, and that's what
Yes.
made it so challenging. It was times where I needed him, and he was like, "Look, I'm trying to keep, my lights and gas on." So,
Right,
yeah.
right. But you did it with the help of the Lord, and you did it with the help of the community.
Mm-hmm.
And you were saying earlier to me that you had people and in the community that helped with babysitting, and you had
Yeah, I had a nanny. My nanny helped me. She was in my life with, allowing me to become a young lady as well, as well as being a parent.
right.
She didn't. I wasn't robbed as a teenager, as some of
Yes.
us could. That can happen
Mm-hmm.
because you instantly have to be a parent, so you're not a kid anymore. But she was there for me, where she helped me with their beddings. She helped me financially. She helped me with structure on keeping the house clean, folding their clothes, getting them ready for school.
Yes.
Some of the things that I'll probably be lazy or overwhelmed by, because it can be too much.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that I'm so grateful for that.
Praise God. Well, we're going to take a break, and we'll be right back. Hello, hello, hello. It's your girl, Pastor Kathy Jones. Some time ago, I started broadcasting on this station. Over the past few months, our show has had phenomenal growth. We have had the opportunity to impact audiences all around the world. We have explored everything from depression to expressions of love, hate, fear, death, dying, and even how to save a child's life. We've also talked about sexual intimacy, and we've talked about all of these subjects from what I believe is a biblical point of view. I am convinced more than ever before that people are searching to have godly answers to the pressing issues of our day. And that's why I'm here. And you know that you need this programming to stay on the air. I want to continue to provide exceptional programming and motivate and encourage people across all cultures and the 27 time zones which we presently reach. I'm more than just a talk show host, and our program meets the needs of so many people, and we have thousands that are asking for more. To say thank you for your faithful financial support, I want to give you a special offer for those of you who give $10 a month for the next 12 months or $100 gift, one-time gift. I am going to send you some of the most requested items from our KDJ Publishing resources. You're going to receive our most popular music, Warfare Tears. You'll also receive the book, Whose Man Is This? And you'll receive the DVD copy of Whose Child Is This? And Bishop Spencer Jones's digital copy of his book, The Soul Winner's Manual. Listen, people are wanting to hear more, and I'm wanting to hear from you. You can send your donation, send your gift. The information is at the bottom of the screen. Don't be like those who say, I should have, could have, wish I did, but do it today. I'm waiting to hear from you. God bless.